Hello, and thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're looking at this amazing little gadget, the Flextail Repellent camping light charger thingamy-bob from the guys who do those little camping pumps that I use a lot on my camping mattresses, and I love them. So I purchased this Flextail gadget. It comes in this nice little container. See the inside here, and inside you get your charging lead and the gadget itself. Some little tablets that go on the side, more about that in a minute, and the various instructions. It's a nice little package that feels really good quality. So here it is. Essentially, I remember years and years ago when I travelled in Africa, we had these little plug-in things for mosquitoes for the rooms, and you plugged it in into the wall outlet socket, a little gadget that heated up tablets like those, and that discourages insects from coming into the room and slows down the ones that are in there from biting. And this gadget does exactly the same thing. You can see the two little tablets on the side, nice and easy to pop out. You literally just push with your nail, out they come. So I used that yesterday. You'll see in the B-roll that I show the unit in operation. In addition to that little anti-bug or bug repellent system that this device primarily is, it also has a very handy light as well. There we go, 3 different levels, 4 different levels even. You can also charge your phone with it by using the little C-type socket there. There are 2 modes for the heating. Click it twice and you get the sort of tent mode. So that would be when you're in a smaller area, tent, caravan, bedroom, and then then click it once and it will go to red. Now the red signifies a larger area. So perhaps you're outdoors. Now obviously if it's a very, very windy day, it's just going to blow away, right? But on a day where the wind is calm or non-existent, that's absolutely brilliant at keeping the bugs away. So I've used it camping, and I've used it in the garden, I've used it sort of out on the decking, that sort of thing, and it seems to work. It's early days. I've used it in all those locations, probably 3 or 4 times, just to test it out before I did this video. And yeah, it seems to work quite well. I'm a magnet for insects. They love me. Sweet blood, I guess. And this little fella appears to repel them. I've switched it on there now. It takes, I would say, sort of 3 or 4 minutes just to get going. But I'm quite happy just, you know, plug it, turn it on when you arrive, and it'll let it do its thing. I know you can just put repellent on your skin, but personally I don't like putting things like DEET and bug spray on me. I don't like using sun cream either. I have various gadgets, the camping umbrellas, the trekking umbrellas I should say, that I use to avoid being in the sun with such fair skin. Saves me burning, because I don't like putting chemicals into my skin. Now I appreciate this is emitting a chemical out the sides, but I probably wouldn't use these in a tent myself because I just keep the tent zipped. But if you were, as I used, sitting in the open, in the forest, and the bugs are starting to bite, pop that on, and it just, you know, deters them. I didn't get bitten once when I was out in a woodland camp recently. Regrettably, I didn't film it. There was other things going on at the time. But sitting in the garden last night, again, some B-roll there. It was really effective and it worked really well, and none of us got bitten. It's got a handy little holder at the top, and it's also got a magnet on the base, so you can attach that to whatever you like, maybe on the side of the car if you're car camping, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think it's a nice little gadget. There's a link in the description if you want a little discount there. You can just plug in the discount code. I will say the same about this as what I say about any gadget or device or tent or seat or anything else you see on my channel. If you see this in further videos, obviously in the summertime here in the UK, you're going to know that this works. If you never see it again, you know it doesn't work. I'm going to be taking this out with me for the summer and giving it a long-term trial. So we'll come back to this maybe in 6 months' time, and I'll give you my opinion on it at the end of the summer, whether it's truly worked or not. But yeah, I like it. You know, it's a nice, neat little device. And as I say, it comes in this little box. You could easily not bother taking the box. I mean, it's quite big. Does it need to be so large? Probably not. It could probably be half that size. But otherwise, it's a nice, neat little unit. I like it. So the lighting modes are in lumens: 50, 100, 200, 400, and click again to turn it off. There's a battery indicator light on the side with 4 settings. The red mode is for when you're outdoors in a larger space, and the green mode is when you're in a smaller area or in a tent or camper van. You've got a little bracket at the top to hang it off the top of your tent or off a tree or whatever you like, and obviously the magnet we've spoken about. Another neat little bit there on the bottom where the magnet is, you see that little screw? So you could put that onto a tripod if you wanted to. If you had just your camera equipment, you could mount that on there if you wanted to raise it up. So we mentioned wind. If you are in a windy area, they recommend that you put the unit upwind to where you're sitting, obviously, so hopefully the wind will blow the repellent towards your seating area. Just a word of warning, I did mention you could use this in a tent, and you absolutely can. However, you need to make sure that the tent is ventilated suitably, because as I said, it is emitting a chemical and you don't want to be breathing in just that chemical the whole night. Size wise, we're talking about millimeters here, so we've got 36 by 36 by 144. Your weight is 148 grams on this, and it does have a waterproof rating of IPX5. I mentioned the battery charging capability earlier. That's 4,800 milliamp hours, so it's not too bad, or 10 watts if you like. The light will last 50 hours, 25 hours, 13 hours, or 9 hours, depending on how bright you have it. Personally, I find the lowest setting is suitable for my sort of usage in camps and stuff like that. And the Mosquito repellent function will last 10 hours, so it will last for 10 hours. In camp mode, right? And if you have it on the outdoor mode, you're looking at 7 hours. So I think that's more than enough for an evening round a, sitting outside in the forest or in a field or something if you're camping. Prices vary on these. They're around the sort of £35 to £45 mark, depending on where you do your shopping. As I say, if you want to click on the description box below, there is a link to Flextail, and with a discount code attached, so you can get yourself your own one. But first looks at this and first few goes, I think it's a great little bit of kit, and for someone who does get affected by biting insects, this guy will be coming with me for the summer. So let me know in the comments section below what you think, whether it's something that you would buy or not, and why not. Maybe you don't get bitten like me all the time. But there we go. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.